So I'd like to introduce everyone to Angelique Larson. She is a holistic health practitioner with a myriad of skills that she has developed over the years. She is going to start us off with a meditation to start with, and then she'll go on to talk about what she does and a product that she's found that's helped get rid of glyphosate buildup in the body. And then she's going to finish us up with a guided meditation clearing at the end. So, and we'll just do what we normally do, and questions will probably just organically come. So, so welcome, Angelique. We're very pleased to have you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor and such a pleasure to be here with all of you in sacred space. I thank you so much from my heart for the opportunity to be here on this platform to present to your group. And I just want to again express my gratitude and love. So what I would like to do, what I'm being guided to do today from Source, is to just kind of guide everyone through a grounding meditation. Just brief, because as I'm sharing about my experience here with everyone, there's going to be light codes that are going to be coming in as activations for healing for everyone who is here present, as well as for the collective that listens to the recording. So if we can just start by taking some deep breaths in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. And as you breathe in deeply, breathe into your heart space. And in whatever way is comfortable for you, I invite you to ground your energy, connecting with our Mother Earth, expressing your gratitude and your love for her, for all the ways she supports us in this earthly life. And with intention is all that's required, just to simply connect with her from the purity of your heart, expressing the gratitude, the love, feeling her energy support you in this present now. And as you breathe in through your nose, if you have any inner dialogue, any stress, worry, or concerns, I invite you to release them as you exhale out with your breath. And once you feel completely grounded, bringing up Mother Earth's energy up through your feet, into your legs, into your pelvis, into your core, all the way up into your beautiful sacred hearts. Taking a deep breath there. Acknowledging your physical body. Thanking your body for all the ways it supports you in this life. Thanking your body. Telling your body you love it for all the ways it supports you. As you breathe in and connect with your inner child, connecting with your higher self, and connecting in with your universal heart, the pure essence that is you, connected with Source, with God, the Creator. And as you take a deep breath there into the purity of your sacred hearts, this pure perfection that is you, that connects you into the pure love and light of oneness of all that is. As you breathe into this space, feel the love expand all around you. And as you breathe in, feeling it flow through you, feeling completely loved and nurtured in the sacred now. And if you have any tension or anything that's uncomfortable in your body, maybe there's a health concern or a challenge there, Simply place your awareness there and allow the love that is flowing all around you and through you to illuminate those areas. Releasing any tension, any pain, releasing any suppressed thoughts, feelings, and emotions that may be contributing to that. And as you breathe in through the nose, exhale them all of these energies out. And the love that is around you will transmute, uplift, and transcend all that is not of pure love and light. Thank you for being open to receive. And when you're ready, just bring your awareness to where you're sat and open your eyes. Thank you for being open to receive. From my heart to all of yours, so much love. And may peace be with you all the days you walk this magnificent earth. Well, thank you so much, Galen and Louise and the group for inviting me to this platform. As you know, my name's Angelique Larson. I don't like to really speak about labels of who I am. I'm just me. I'm a conduit. And, you know, in this reality, we have all these labels and titles, and I've been blessed and gifted in this life to be able to study many modalities, many techniques that in the early days, you know, it was kind of a whirlwind. I didn't understand why I was being led to learn this modality and that modality, everything from Reiki healing to studying holistic health, plant medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, massage therapy, learning about the biology of the body and how to detoxify the cellular structure, learning about the brain and emotions and how a lot of our suppressed thoughts, feelings, and emotions are oftentimes the catalyst for a lot of different illness and disease in our body, including inflammation. So it's been a lifelong journey of mine to restore balance within, as well as peace within my mind, having a lot of experiences with trauma in my early life, and experiencing a diagnosis of fibromyalgia in 2010. So I was being guided by Source, God, Creator, to study all of these different modalities. And it's led me to a simplified system, if you will, of incorporating nutrition with working with the mind and also energetic work. That has led me to a path far beyond what my humanness ever thought was possible at one point in time. So being the divine conduit that I am, it's far exceeded, like I said, anything that I knew to be possible, even 5 years ago, but here we are. So what I mean by that is, you know, we all know that having a healthy diet is of the utmost importance for detoxification, but it's also the piece for cellular rejuvenation. And we all know that we have environmental toxins and, you know, pollution in our air, our water, our food, our soils. And so a lot of the work that I do energetically, as well as through my holistic coaching, is offering solutions for detoxifying the body of one of the main culprits of inflammation in the body, which is glyphosate toxicity. And glyphosate toxicity, for those of you who don't know, it is what is called, it's Roundup. It's what's been used as a pesticide on our crops. It's leached into our soils, of course, into our food supply, our water, our air. And, it's been scientifically proven that it's the main culprit for inflammation that leads to terminal illness, including hypertension, diabetes, any kind of IBS or digestive issues, and ultimately leading to cancer. So having volunteered at the Cancer Foundation in my local city many, many years ago when I was first certified in Reiki, I knew that there was a correlation and a connection to the work I was going to be doing and finding solutions for inflammation in the body. And so as time went on, the pieces of the puzzle have been unraveling, and I'm sharing that gift with the collective, with humanity, because it's part of my purpose of why I'm here. So I partnered up with a company 7 months ago. It's the only company in the United States, in the world as well, that has a solution for glyphosate toxicity. It's been scientifically proven. It's received the gold standard laboratory testing for its efficacy, and it reduces inflammation in the intestines in 6 to 8 weeks. It also helps to rebuild the stomach lining of the intestines and removes all heavy metals out of the body as well. So it helps with promoting mental clarity. 90% of our happy hormones are in our intestines. And if our intestines aren't healthy, then we're not feeling joyful and happy, right? So, so the solution comes in capsule form, and I can share that information with all of you if you would like. There's information on my website as well, and I can answer questions and share more about that. So that's the first piece, is really detoxifying the body and cleaning up our diet and introducing whole superfood, organic whole superfood nutrition to really rejuvenate the cells and help the body thrive in a low inflammation state. The second piece to the system that I offer with my clients is NLP coaching. And so what I do with my guides, I work with many beings of light, ascended masters that many of you know. As far as religion is concerned, I've been exposed to many religions throughout my life from the time I was very young, as a young girl, and I've come to this place in my own life where I am ordained, but I'm non-denominationally ordained, because I believe that there are many truths that span across all faiths. And it really is about the love that we all have within us, and being that love and accepting all points of views, because all of the ascended masters and beings of light, including celestial beings, all have that one simple truth, which is love. And it's really about assisting humanity in remembering the love that they are within, but then also remembering their innate celestial origins too, which we can talk about a little later. So then beyond that, there's energetic healing. I am a Reiki master facilitator. I'm certified in 5 different types of Reiki. But then I also am really passionate about working with the mind as an NLP coach and clearing the conditioning, the programming, and the traumas that are so embedded in the psyche that keeps us in these different patterns of PTSD, anxiety, depression, and again, holding on to those experiences that aid in that, they assist in, creating that inflammation state in the body. So I do a lot of NLP coaching, and I'd like to do a sample of that at the end of our discussion here and kind of share what that looks like, what it feels like.
What does NLP stand for?
It stands for neuro-linguistic reprogramming. And so what I do is I work with the subconscious mind. We go to the root. I don't like to, I'm not one of those people who thinks that when you see someone for a healing session, they should have to come to you for 3, 6, 9, 12 sessions. Like, let's just get to the root cause of what is creating the emotional disturbance or the physical ailment within. Let's just get to the root cause and release it. And so we release it through the subconscious mind down to the cellular memory and the DNA. And ultimately I take it quantum and we release it through all time and space as well. So it's pretty phenomenal work that it completely, again, like I said, if even 5 years ago, the way that the energies and the technologies that are coming in, they're so advanced that it exceeds anything that in my own awareness I even thought were possible. I know there's mention about medical beds, healing technology, and all of these different things, but we're getting into this time where those of us who are receiving, and everyone's capable of this, but we're receiving these high frequencies of light code information. And what's coming through is these advanced healing technologies that we can all innately be able to do for ourselves. It's a matter of getting to that pureness that is you within. And we'll talk more about that.
So
it's super exciting.
Yeah. So what is the name of the company that has the product that you were talking about?
So the company's called Purium, and the product is called Biome Medic. And so it really acts as, like I said, it binds the heavy metals and pulls them out of the body, as well as helps to remove the glyphosate from the intestines.
Okay. And they can go to your website. Now I put the website up in the chat for everybody to look at. I think the joyfulheartpath.com is the one that is up right now, and you're working on the angeliquelarson.com is inactive at that moment. So try the joyfulheartpath.com, and you can find the link there to Purium and the products that so if you want to explore that more and see about those products.
There is a link there for Purium, and if anyone enters in the coupon code, it's Joyful Heart Path, you'll receive $50 off your order.
Wow. Okay.
And that's just Joyful Heart Path, all lowercase.
So, Joyful Heart, what? I'm sorry, I couldn't get that. Joyful Heart.
I'm going to put it in the, is it all one word?
All together.
All together. Joyful Heart Path is the code. Okay. So for everyone, actually, I misspelled it. There's 2 L's in there.
Yeah, just 1 L.
Oh, just 1 L. Okay, so I didn't just misspell it. So Joyful Heart Path is the code for the coupon if you go in there to look, if you're interested in seeing if Purium is something you want to try.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal for myself. I've been utilizing the whole organic whole superfoods as well as the Biome Medic, and I've noticed a huge reduction in inflammation. Not that I've had pain. I mean, since my diagnosis of fibromyalgia in 2010, utilizing all of these different techniques that I'm sharing with you, I've been 100% pain-free for about 7 years now. And so I share the system with those that come to me in my practice, and provide the solutions to empower those to really take control of their health and be advocates for their own health and see what works for them with my recommendations. All right.
Angelique, tell us what have you experienced using the Biome Medic? What have you personally experienced?
So with the Biome Medic, less bloating. I was experiencing some bloating 7 months ago before I even started Purium. I was having bloating when I was eating any kind of food, and I was already eating a lot of organic and mostly fruits and vegetables. But if I had bread or maybe I went out to dinner with family, I would have bloating issues and sometimes cramping. And since I've started taking the Biome Medic, I don't have the bloating. I don't have the pain that I was having. And I've switched probably 80% of my diet to Purium now, and my health just keeps improving, and it's getting better and better. So I'm sleeping better, less inflammation in the body, more mental clarity, more focus, and just overall feeling like I have more energy and more vitality.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So again, so the process that I was sharing earlier is, again, starting with the nutrition, the detoxification, the nutrition, NLP coaching, and then I also offer energetic healing sessions, which can be balancing all of the systems of the physical body. And my sessions tend to be, it's not just one thing. Being a shaman, I mix a lot of different modalities and techniques. I mix in a lot of times sound healing. I do a lot of crystal bowl healing, also utilizing NLP to really get into clearing those sticky energies or energies that may be creating blockages within the body. And the overall goal is always to restore that state of homeostasis so the body can heal itself through being in that relaxed, peaceful state. And then beyond my, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, I said, can you give us some examples of some of the things that you have seen, some of the changes that you have seen in your clients?
Absolutely. Yeah, so one person that really sticks out in my mind, she's been working with me for about a year and a half, and not in just sessions, she's been taking all of my classes that I offer. And she's had epilepsy most of her life, and she's had no seizures for 8 months now. So
Wow.
she recently went to her doctor and, was reinstated her license because she can drive now since she hasn't had a seizure. Other than that, one client that I know, she had a diagnosis of lung cancer, completely gone. And that was working with her for 3 months. So it depends, where someone is, how open they are to receive in their own healing journey. I've also assisted a lot of individuals with overcoming anxiety and depression. And, it's all about restoring the balance within through the purest point of love within yourself, within, the connection from my heart to source, and source light coming through and connecting to those that I work with. And it's really just become a passion and a love of service for all of those that I work with. And it's just such an honor and a gift. And I feel truly blessed.
So how does now you said, were you going to do an example of NLP, or
Yes,
did
we
you
can
want, okay.
Yeah, we can definitely do some clearing. We can definitely do some clearing. And there's a message that's been coming through for a couple of days here, but really intensely, all the way up to an hour before I join the Zoom. And it's a message that I'm supposed to deliver. And so we'll start with a clearing. And then after the clearing, we'll do another brief guided meditation to help ground the energies, because the frequencies are probably going to elevate exponentially. And then as you're in the meditative state, I'll deliver the message. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
So go ahead.
no, I was just I'm like, is everybody, up for another example? We'll go ahead and try this out again. And let me know if you feel like I'm just pushing you in the wrong direction. Whichever direction you want to go in is totally fine, Angelique.
Yeah, no, it's completely fine. It's, however it comes through. So basically, I'll just do a little example of the NLP work that I do. So if I could just, if any of you want to maybe state something that's been reoccurring for you in your mind. Maybe it's been that you'd like to release. Maybe it's been fear. Maybe it's been anxiety. Anything that's been coming up for you as a challenge that you feel comfortable sharing in this space. And then we can go ahead and start doing some clearing. Does anybody want to share?
Yes. So I have a discomfort in my abdomen area, the left side.
Okay.
I have a level of discomfort.
Okay. And has that been like ongoing or just recently?
Yeah, well, it has been ongoing for almost a couple of years.
A couple of years. Okay. And you've already sought medical treatment?
No.
No.
I just do
Okay.
and some nature cure kind of thing, which keeps in good control, but it's still there.
It's still there. Okay. So if you could just close your eyes for a minute. And I ask you to just place your awareness in that space where you have the pain. or the discomfort. And as you place your awareness in that spot, ask yourself what suppressed thought, feeling, or emotion is there that's wanting to be released. And let's go ahead and go into, let's tap into the subconscious mind at the root of creation, the point of creation when that became stuck energy for you. And if you could just take a deep breath into that space. And let's release those energies, those thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are suppressed in that area of your body, releasing them from the subconscious mind at the root of creation, from your cellular memory, your DNA, RNA, and just choose it with your free will. For all space-time continuum, for all dimensions and separate realities permanently. Just take a deep breath. And now breathing into that pure spark within your heart and your universal heart that is you, that is connected into the heart of source. Breathe the light and love of source into your heart and send that energy from your heart to that area where you have discomfort, where you used to have discomfort. Illuminating it. Down to the cellular and molecular level. And when you're ready, just expressing gratitude to source, to yourself. And just ground your energy when you're ready. Now, for all of you who are here, let's release, let's just do a general release for any thoughts, feelings, and emotions regarding being uncomfortable with change. Anything that's been coming up for you regarding the uncomfortableness of change. Any tension, any stress, worry. Let's release that from the subconscious mind. from the point of creation, when change became difficult or a challenge, let's release that from the point of creation in the subconscious mind, in your cellular memory, down to your DNA, clearing it through all space-time continuum, through all dimensions and separate realities permanently, to allow you to have more ease and joy of being through change. So we can see change as an opportunity, as an excitement for infinite possibilities and potentiality of new ways of being on Earth as humanity continues to evolve. And just be in this space, in this vastness of love that is all around you and flowing through you from source. I work with a group of celestial beings that are comprised of ascended masters and cosmic beings of light. All of this energy comes directly from source and from the cosmic and planetary rays of creation through the 5th dimension and up through the 13th and beyond. They call themselves the sister and the brotherhood of the spark of divine creation. And they have this message for humanity. As a collective, you are ascending into the pure love of the heart, which in your human terms is the 5th dimension. As you continue to evolve, the old ways of thinking and being are dissolving. Many are assisting with releasing the conditioning and the programs of what once was manipulation and will no longer serve as part of your human experience. From your societal governing structures that are no longer serving the greater good of the human collective. As these shifts occur, it will be required for all of you to think differently and to be the new evolved you are becoming and will soon embody. The invitation today is to release the past fully and completely and open yourselves fully to the vastness of the truth of who you are. In this truth of love, you release all internal suffering. It is important to view yourself and all others at the soul level to create relationships and communities of pure love, harmony, peace, and cosmic divine unity. There will be a time when all of the 4,000 religions on your planet will restore to the religion and the simple truth of love and unity, expanded in the infinite joy of stellar co-creation, acceptance of all beings throughout all of creation. When humanity embodies the miracle that they are and the miracle that the universe is, love and peace will be restored and will prevail. We bring this message to you with the purity of love that you are and that is always all around you. May you continue to evolve as a human collective in peace, love, and unity. And from my heart to all of yours, Thank you for being open to receive. I love you. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Angelique. That was like, wow, that really grabbed me. That was beautiful. It certainly was a strong message and a hopeful one, which is something we all need.
You're welcome, Kathy. You're welcome.
Have you always, what was the first thing that led you down this path? I mean, did you feel a little bit different than others, or what,
Whole
may
life.
I ask?
My whole life, I feel like I've been the outcast now. You know, it was really the first part of my journey was very challenging. And it's only made me the strong person that I am today. I've learned many, many lessons that have, as we all have, you know, that have prepared me to do this work to the capacity that I'm gifted to do it at. But yeah, always different, but always having an inner knowing and a connection to source, to the celestial beings of light that are pure love. They are so much pure love. You can't even put it in human words.
So, Angelique, are you able to see the ascended masters, celestial beings,
Yes.
angels,
Yes.
like Saint Germain or?
Yes, I've been working with Saint Germain my whole path. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, I know Peter Mount Shasta. He lives in Mount Shasta.
Mm-hmm.
And Saint Germain, I mean, he's a disciple of Saint Germain.
Yes, I've been up there many times.
Okay.
The mountains called me many times to do work there, and it's always beautiful every time I go.
So are you always connected with inspiration, or it happens sometime automatically,
Always.
or you?
It's streaming all the time.
So do you ever find that taxing, or is it just rejuvenating all the time for you?
I will tell you, probably 5 years ago, I was really finding it taxing, but there's a piece of when you realize you're not utilizing your energy, and when you're tapping into the infiniteness, the vastness of all that is one with source, it's an unlimited stream. And the only thing that creates the limitation or the taxedness is the psyche, the mind, the mental state, and the perception that it's going to tax you. It's kind of like, you know, our thoughts, feelings, and emotions have great power and energy. And whatever we think about, we create and manifest into our lives. So as a divine conduit of healing, why would I want to put a limitation on that? And so when I had that realization 5 years ago, I'm like, no, I don't want to limit it. I want, you know, granted, the human vessel may get tired, but again, that's only if you're using your own energy. And so it's about self-care, balance, resting, taking care of you, self-love, all of those key components that keep you in that state of high vitality and wellness. But again, the perception is a huge piece of it.
So that NLP that you walked Shri through, is that something that we can do ourselves? I mean, you know, obviously we're recording this, so I'm thinking, you know, we can actually listen to how you walked him through that, and then use that regularly to. Do you use it regularly for yourself as well?
You know, I do use it, but I'm finding, you know, I facilitate a lot of workshops. Because of my path and my mission, they have me doing a lot of work. And it's to such an extent that I honestly believe all of us can get to this state where we no longer have things to heal. And when we get to that space, you know, there's really no need, and that flow and that connection is just flowing all the time. And it's really about getting to that place of transcendence of the soul. And through the workshops that I facilitate, that is what we are moving to as a collective. It's really about realizing the multidimensional aspects of ourselves, fully integrating and embodying that oneness that we are, and transcendence of the soul, and literally ascended mastery on earth for all beings. But it's again, everyone awakening to that and fully accepting it and embodying it.
And so these work, oh, sorry, go ahead, Shri.
Yeah, so Angelique, when you said the light coming in, going into that area, and I saw this intense light going in that area, and it's coming through the top, and that when it went to that area, very intense, and it was there for some time. And I think I just feel better, but I'll give a few more minutes and see what is an impact. But I wanted to ask you, when you say balance, what do you mean balance? Balance between what?
Well, balance between having our full balance, heart, body, mind, and soul. And so again, detoxifying the impurities out of the body, that's why I'm so passionate about sharing the message about glyphosate toxicity. And really, having the solution to take that out of the body, but then also replenishing the body with whole organic superfoods that really nourish down to the cellular level. And when we're nourishing our bodies down to the cellular level, we access that ancient DNA knowledge and wisdom that is within us. And our bodies have been so polluted by toxic chemicals and pollutants from our foods and our environment, not to mention our own mental states of being, right? And so as we start clearing the mind with NLP and we start detoxifying our vessel and drinking clean water without harmful chemicals and toxins, we start accessing that ancient knowledge and wisdom that is in our very divine blueprint. And that's where all of the infinite potentiality of existence is, connected into the heart and the love of source. And it's really the way that humanity is evolving. And it's been such a gift to be able to assist with light body activation in the workshops that I facilitate. And now I'm facilitating what's called Shambhala. It's not the Buddhist tradition of Shambhala, but it's almost, it's a different revised version to assist with integration of the multidimensional aspect of self, clearing all of the lower densities of the conditioning and the programming, and fully illuminating the heart connected fully with source to, in essence, accelerate one's ascension's process and journey. And, whatever we can do to eliminate suffering, I mean, that's what we're here as a collective in our own lives and whatever we're drawn to do in service, through our passions. Maybe it's art, maybe it's playing music, whatever it is for you.
So we can also practice something to be able to communicate with the ascended masters. Or did you practice it, or it just happened to you, or?
So it's been a journey, a lifelong journey, but on this specific path of what I'm doing now, it's been about 16 years. But when we truly connect in to our hearts and we meditate, and we clear the clutter of the mind, that's where the NLP comes in. And we have these profound experiences of light body activation. You can have all kinds of experiences with the ascended masters, with the angels, with celestial beings. And, it's all within all of us.
So the workshops that you have, they're all outlined on your website. Is that okay?
Yes. Yeah. They're outlined from someone who's newly on the path, someone who is maybe been on the path for a couple of years, even to someone who may be advanced or intermediate. I've worked with people from all different walks of life, all ages, stay-at-home moms, students to college professors. I mean, people from all different types of professional life, estheticians, hairstylists, everyone. And it's been such a joy just to see everyone have the tools to create more ease in their lives so they can really be in the truth of who they are and have a more joyful existence without so many things that tend to create limitations for us as humans, you know, whether it's traumas or suppressed thoughts, feelings, and emotions, or physical ailments even, right?
And does it have a specific title, those workshops that you have on the?
Yes. So the entry level ones are called Cosmic Divine Light Healing. And then there's the Shambhala workshops, and then more are always coming through. So I do a lot of specific NLP courses for like health and nutrition that really go specifically for releasing maybe eating disorders, or maybe somebody wants to eat healthier, but there's been some kind of block there. We go through and we clear out all of these different blocks that we could have, you know. I've done some for abundance clearing, you name it, all kinds of things. The classes come up. Even for expanding one's psychic intuitive gifts and abilities. There's one where I speak Mayan light language, and we open up all of the channels, you know, if someone's ready for that step, once they've purified the body. And so there's all kinds of things that get channeled through. One's been coming through lately about doing a full course on transcendence of the soul, which is going to be probably coming up at the end of the summer and early fall. So I just keep receiving and showing up.
Are these
With gratitude.
online? Are these online, or they're all online?
Correct.
Okay.
All through Zoom. Mm-hmm.
So do you also use techniques like dowsing in these, or that is not part of your
No, it's
modality?
not required for me anymore. It's going to the root cause of whatever's creating the disharmony in the body and going right to source and facilitating one through the process.
So I know from my own experience, the several years that of going through health issues, is that usually it's this layer process of like peeling back and peeling back and peeling back while you're working on the physical aspects of it, because our minds, I think, are very stuck in like, oh, okay, I have to do something, like you said, like take the Purium or use a spooky 2 frequency thing or use a med bed or use those type of things or whatever. Those are all tools to help us get to where we are. But I also noticed that there is a process that you do the same thing on a spiritual and a mental level, where you're constantly shifting your thought patterns and shifting, you know, you're peeling away those layers to get to the point where you're no longer, you know, you might be an angry person, or you might be a fearful person, or a combination of all of those things. And that plays into your health and, you know, the physical body health and your spiritual health and all of that. So for somebody who is just starting out to make this leap into, you know, a better health for the mind, body, and spirit, what would you say to them to get them started? What would be something, a practice that they could do daily to, you know, start that ball rolling, start peeling away those layers to get to that mental state that really helps with healing?
I think the biggest thing is tuning into your heart. And, you know, there's all these different ways we can choose to meditate, but really it doesn't have to be that complicated. And like you were saying, you know, our mind thinks we have to do all these different steps. But if we just tune into the beauty of our hearts and we connect to the heart of source, to God, source, the creator, whatever it is for you, and remembering that purity of love that is within you, and really breathing into that space and being in that oneness, in that love and light of all that is, that's the first step, is cultivating that inner peace within you. And once you start doing that every single day, it's just going to keep expanding. And so if everyone is open to another brief guided little meditation to end our discussion here, I would love to guide that for all of you.
Please. This is
Yeah, that'd be
amazing.
great. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Angelique, I'm sorry to interrupt. This is Kathy again.
Hi,
Could we
Kathy.
go back? I'm not familiar with Saint Germain.
Saint Germain. So he's an ascended master, and his gift to humanity is the violet flame. And the violet flame transmutes everything that is not of love. So if you have any kind of thoughts, feelings, and emotions within, or anything that is of a lower vibrational state of being, you can call the frequency of calling Saint Germain and the violet flame. I like to
Okay.
call him in and bring the energy in down to the cellular molecular level, because that's how my brain works. And we
Okay.
don't want to miss anything.
Thank
And
you.
you're
And,
welcome.
and I believe he was a real person maybe 4 or 5
Yes.
centuries ago.
Mhm.
And now he is an ascended master. He just roams around everywhere, right? And guides people and helps people.
Yes.
All right, we are ready.
All right. So let's go ahead and just close our eyes once again and take a deep breath into your hearts. And as you take a deep breath there, connecting back into the oneness, into your universal heart, with your connecting with your higher self. Connecting into the heart of source. And there's a few ascended masters who want me to call them in, so I'm going to call them in. So as you're here in this sacred space, enveloped in this profound love from the heart of source, breathe in deeply into your hearts, connecting into the universal mother. Calling in Mother Mary. Christ with the cosmic light. Buddha and Kuan Yin. And the divine director, who is the closest to the heart of source, wants to be acknowledged. And they're bringing through an activation in light codes of remembrance of your cosmic family of light. That is always with you, as well as your teams of angels. Mahavatar Babaji. Remembrance of the Christ consciousness within you. And the cosmic divine peace, love, and grace is always here. You go within to your hearts and sacred presence. And they're wanting me to bring through a light code activation, reminding you of your earthly existence, the essence that is you, and the multiverse. And this is Syrian light language connected to the pyramids in Egypt. Unity, becoming one, becoming whole. Santioho teleki. Santioho teleki. Santioho teleki. Unity, becoming whole, becoming one. Santioho talaha. Santioho talaha. Santioho talaha. Unity, becoming one, becoming whole. Santioho talasie. Santioho talasie. Santioho talasie. You are love. You come from love, and love is all around you. Be love and know that you are blessed beyond human comprehension. So much love and healing to each and every one of you, from my heart to yours. Thank you for being. And when you're ready, take a deep breath into your hearts, grounding your energy once again, feeling the seat where you're sat, bringing your awareness fully into your physical body, feeling peace, calm, and full of love. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's deep, it's beautiful.
So much love.
Thank you. And I think it has made me a difference, but I'll know more in a few hours when I move around.
Wonderful, Shri. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so
So
much.
I'd like to just let everybody know again in the chat is joyfulheartpath.com is Angelique's website. And you can find information there about her services and her workshops, as well as a link to the Purium Biome Medic, and also a coupon that she has on there for that as well. So be sure to grab that information before we leave.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being with us.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Guiding
thank
us
you.
in this
It was a blessing.
journey.
Thank you, Angelique.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I felt very calm. Very nice. Thank you.
Wonderful. You're welcome. My pleasure.